guys, it's me, Danielle, Danibuttons, and I'm here today with bad nails. Oh my goodness, I forgot. And our group buddy color. I'm doing it a lot earlier this month than last month, but I already have very near 200 votes. In fact, I have 198, and there is also a very clear winner. So I'm just going to declare it now. And as you may be able to see, the winner is Cute and Spooky Coloring Book by Jade Summer. 198 votes, 70% were cute and spooky, which works out to 139 of them. That's a ton. So I love this book. I've done 3 pages so far, and I want to do more. So let's do some now. I'm going to do this guy, the couch page. I think he's so funny, and hopefully not too many people have done it yet, so everyone will be able to participate. The worst thing is when I pick the group buddy color, I pick the page, and then I find out everyone already did that page. I feel very sad when that happens. So hopefully not too many people have done the couch page yet. I'm seeing stripes. I'm thinking we might go Beetlejuice. I don't know which Beetlejuice, cartoon or movie Beetlejuice. And I'm thinking a bright background. I have been having fun doing like crazy pop of background with my pastels, and I'm thinking we're gonna do lime green. So, or whatever I have closest to lime green. It looks like it will have to be that green. Let's open this and take a peek. That's the only negative, is these are hard to open, and I never want to break my nail, so I just use like a pencil or something. So probably this green. That's not very bright, but it will be brighter. One of these two when I use. So these are the Jane Davenport palette pastels. This is the chilled palette. I have chilled, I have birthday suit, and I have lit up. So I like to do my backgrounds first in case I make a mess. These are just little finger daubers. They're like sponges, and I reuse the same colors. So this is my green sponge. Let's use it again. And I do my backgrounds first, because that way if I make a mess, I don't get sad, because usually you can kind of clean it up afterwards. So is this going to be bright enough, or should we do our dark green? I don't know if that's bright enough. Let's see if we mix in our dark green. I wonder if we mix in yellow. I think I might just go every other and kind of do both. We don't have to get perfect with this, and in fact, I'm mostly going to use my biggest brush. I might go back in afterwards with my smaller brush and see what happens. And by brush, I mean sponge, but we're going for light and airy for the most part. And again, if I go over other areas, it's easy to fix up. I apologize if we're super shaky. So how is everybody doing? I promise I will be getting part 2 of my watercolors to you. I just have not really been in the mood to watercolor, unfortunately. And I kind of think it's the type of medium that like I don't want to do it, but then once I start, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. Why haven't I been doing this? You know? So hopefully I'll be able to film that tomorrow. I also today filmed a Patreon video where I colored a full page, and then last night in my live I colored 3 pages. So I've been doing a lot of coloring, which is fun, of course, but I'm just not in the mood for the details. So as always, I'll probably do about half an hour regular speed and then go into my speed coloring. So let's get to chatting while we are here. How's everybody doing? I think today we will be talking about my time in the corn maze. I'm pretty sure that's where I ended part 1 of my color and chat, so it makes sense to jump back in. Hopefully I haven't talked about it yet. I get very confused because I do so many videos that I never know what I have talked about recently. But the corn maze was last weekend. Has it already been 2 weekends? Because that's crazy. It was recently, though. It was in October. No, it was last weekend. It was the 2nd. And it was our 5th time 5 going to this same location, and it is so fun. Every year they do a different pattern in the corn, and it's cool because they'll post pictures like on their Facebook of the overview. So what was the theme this year? This year the theme was Spookly the Pumpkin, and I don't know if everyone has heard of Spookly. I had never heard of it until this pumpkin patch, or corn maze I should say, but he is a regular at the corn maze. They actually have his story. Basically the corn maze has 2 sides. It has like a hard side that's really, really big, and then a shorter side that's more kid friendly that is much shorter, and then I'll get into it. But Spookly the Pumpkin is the story of a square pumpkin, and it's kind of like a story of being different's okay. And so he was the like mascot, and the whole maze was shaped like Spookly. I think it's the 20th anniversary of the book or something like that. It's a cute book. It's a cute time. Let's pick colors. Of course, right when I get into story time, I have to pick colors. All right, so I really want to do these like legs in gold, I think. So I want to do stripes, and I was going to do black and white to be Beetlejuicy, but I am afraid that that will get rid of all the details. Let's see, black, black. It's hard to do too, I guess. It's hard to tell where the lines are because of the curve. So I think that's going to be black, 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 black. Let's do it. We're going to go black and white. We're going to give it a shot. I'm reaching down to get my towel trees. As usual, I do a base and towel tree, and then we glitter up at the end. It's just my favorite and the easiest way for me to do what I do. But yes, Spookly the Pumpkin. Oh, me. We're going to kind of wing it. I mean, it's our page. Whatever happens, happens. If we mess up our pattern, that's fine. If we apparently just go completely over the lines in black, we can just make new lines. So, yes, Spookly. So, the corn maze is really cool. Like I said, there's 2 kind of like wings. So you can go in the easy side, which is more child-friendly because it's a lot shorter. There's really not as many dead ends in the kids side, and throughout all the kids side there are like parts of the Spookly story, essentially pages from the book, and so you go around and you kind of read the pages as you go, which is super fun, and that helps you know that you're going in the right way because like you'll see the next page, etc. And then the big side has these like trivia stops. So I love it. You get to pick what kind of trivia you want to go take with you, and you could take a few. So this year we took Halloween trivia, and I think Sam for fun just grabbed the history, but we basically use the Halloween. So you'll like get to it and it'll be like, okay, stop 7. And then stop 7, the question will be, what year did candy corn get invented? And you'll get 4 answers. And it's like, oh, if you think it was this year, you have to go left. And if you think it was that year, you have to go right. So it's a lot of fun. It helps you like navigate through the maze. So we did that. And then there's also like cornundrums, they call them, which are basically different like pun pictures in the corn, which is fun to find. And then there's also, what's the last thing? Farm scene investigation. So every year there's a story with different farm characters, and it's like you have to figure out who did the little farm crime. And as you go through the maze, you'll essentially narrow it down. So it's like Clue, and every answer or every stop that you find will narrow down one suspect, location, and weapon until you only have 1 left. So it is a lot going on, but it's just so much fun, I think. And again, it's cool because every year is different. Even if every year is the same, I'm positive we would not remember from year to year what was going on in there. So I love it. It is one of my favorite fall activities. And then they have a bunch of other stuff, and you can go as crazy or as simple as you want. So they have apple orchards that you could go pick apples. They have a pumpkin patch. They have like corn blasters. They have a bunch of different games. They have food and drink stands. And then sometimes there's like fall plus weekends and they have live music. But this time we just went on a regular weekend. But I don't think we needed the live music. Like, we definitely were enjoying enough. Also, darn it, I wanted to end. What did I do wrong? I thought I counted it out. I didn't want the black around the buttons. But, all right. Yeah, so that's what we did. And it was great. And I think we were in the corn about 2 hours. We didn't remember to put our timer on right away. But by the time I put it on, it took about 51 minutes after my timer in the hard section. And then it ended up taking a while in the easy section because we ended up getting stuck in line. Because they kind of like put your group in by themselves. And so for the hard section, we were by ourselves the whole time. But then the easy section, since it was mostly families, it was a lot of like bottlenecking. I'm taking a sip of water. 1 second. Whew, it was a big sip. All right. Yeah, so for the easy section, there was a lot of bottlenecking. So we ended up getting stuck behind people, which obviously was no big deal. We just waited our turn until we got out of there. And it was funny because as we were waiting, we have gotten super lucky that every weekend we've gone, it's always been really like unseasonably warm. But we're waiting and we're like stuck in line to get out of the easy maze. And I'm like, I bet they do this to sell more lemonade. So after we got out, we all tracked down the lemonade stand and got us some lemonade. So that was fun too. All right, so I'm gonna do that line and that line. That line and that line. Does that make sense? I don't love it on this side, but then I would have to do that. This is confusing. Okay. Yeah. I try not to say but then if I don't think about it, I still do. So I have to think about it, and that's harder. Yes, so a bunch of us got lemonade, and I got apple cider. I love cold apple cider. I do not like warm apple cider. I think we talked about this in the fall tag. So it was very exciting to get me some apple cider. I almost wished I got more. And they apparently had like a frozen slushy apple cider that I didn't even notice until after I had already ordered. So I might have liked to try that, but I think I really liked what I got, so I'm not too upset. Thankfully. I would have been sad to be sad. So, what else? There were a bunch of games. There was like basketball, and there were like photo props. So we took pictures with Spookly, and there was a giant chair, but I was afraid to climb up in the giant chair. So I just stood at the bottom and everybody else climbed up the giant chair. I think I'm going to glitter this tongue later. But that was a lot of fun, and I'm glad to have gotten to do it again. I think this is our 5th year, and we actually went for the first time in 2014, but we ended up missing 2 out of the last 7 years because we missed 2018 because it was the year Sam and I got married, so we just had like tons of other wedding things to do. And oh man, I again. Tons of other wedding things to do. So we just really didn't have time. And then we missed 2020 for obvious reasons. So trying to look up Beetlejuice because obviously, like in the cartoon, or in the movie, he's black and white. But like in the cartoon version, he's black and white with like a purple shirt. So I'm thinking of doing purple as my secondary color, but it could just be because I love purple. Did anybody watch the show? I used to really enjoy the show. It was a good time. I also might do the other page in here. Where is it? Sorry for the aside. Oh, I see it. I see it. This page, I'm really thinking of doing like the sandworms and Beetlejuice. So we will see. But I think I'm going to do purple. And I don't know. I have regrets, but I also kind of just want to go for it. So I'm going to just go for it. And again, this is going to be the perfect opportunity to see what everybody else does. And that's my favorite part. So I'm very nervous because some of my purples are running out. Yeah, that one is running out. So do not use that one. This one always turns more purple than I expect it to. Yeah, like look at that. Did you think that's what was coming out of there? Me neither. So I'm going to use this purple and we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. But yeah, so that was that. So that was like my big fall thing. And it was fun. This year my cousin came with us and it was her, oh man, I just drew all in those eyeballs. That's okay. This was her first time joining us. So hopefully she enjoyed it. Maybe she'll come back again next year, but who knows? And what else? After that, our other fall thing that we've just started to do is we actually watched Hocus Pocus. We had a movie night. Is that the dog bark?
I think so.
Ugh, this girl. We watched Hocus Pocus outside in the backyard in my cousin's house. They have a projector that we like to watch movies on. And we always pretend we're going to watch tons of movies in the summer. And then we never do because the sun doesn't set for so long. But then in the fall, we're like, oh, perfect timing because the sun sets much earlier. So we watched Hocus Pocus. This is, I think, our second or third year watching Hocus Pocus in the yard. And we were going to watch Beetlejuice, actually. But then my cousin had other plans. So hopefully we get in another movie before it gets too cold to be out there. But I don't know. It's a fun tradition. I think this year we watched Is she downstairs? Did you leave the gate open?
Maybe.
Sam, she's going to get in trouble. You better go get her. Noodles has made an escape and she is downstairs. So, uh-oh. Sammy's going to track her down. Yeah, so that's fun. And hopefully we will get to do more of that in general. And maybe even this year. I love watching the same Halloween movies year in and year out. I'm incredibly behind on all of my content consumption this year. I don't know why. I don't understand what I'm doing with content consumption. It's like, can't retain anything. Need to lure her back up with treats. This girl has us wrapped around her little doggy finger so she gets to eat whatever she wants. Sneaky, sneaky. Anyway, today I actually got my first ever flu shot. Sam and I went to Walgreens. We got the last appointments in the place. How's your arm doing, Sammy?
Still sore.
Mine's not too bad. I think I'm just like perpetually sore, I guess. So I like don't notice. I don't know. But yeah, I've never gotten it before, mostly because I am a snot. Like I just thought I was above the flu. And I was not. I've gotten the flu multiple times and it sucks every time. So since we're traveling this year, I figure it is as good a time as any to try that out. And I figure I have enough time that in case I like feel nauseous or anything, that it will be better by the time we go. But I don't think you're really supposed to get any symptoms with the flu shot besides like a sore arm. And it did hurt like as it was happening. But otherwise, doing good. Okay, I really want to do this gold, and I'm not sure what type of gold that I have. I'm thinking maybe gold paint. Let's do that. So these are the Mondo Llama, which is the Target brand paint markers, and they are very gold. So I was going to just like cover the whole thing. I am kind of covering the whole thing. Let's see what happens. How bad does that look on camera? Not bad. I don't know why I wanted these to be gold, but that is what I was feeling. So here we are. I realize now that I've done all the easy part and I'm stuck with the details, and I hate details. But it's okay. I was thinking of doing the buttons in gold too. Should I? Might as well. Hopefully it's looking gold to you guys. These paint markers really cover everything, which is nice. I have to try to not put my arm in them though. I like my Magic Fly paint markers for detail work. Like some of this is a little bit too small to be using these. Oh, that definitely was not. That was definitely the edge of the pillow, not a button. Zoinks. Okay, now I just have all of the details. So what should we do? Also, do I have red glitter paint? I think I only have pink. Oh, this could be red. I bought 2 sets of the Mandolama, so I bought the like 16 pack of solids, and then I bought the 5 pack of glitter. So we are going to prematurely. Ooh, girl, that looks good. So obviously this is red on red, but these glitter ones are not completely opaque. So I like to double up and do it on the color that I want, you know? That is sparkly, like to the point where now you can't even see the red anymore because it's just glitter now. So that was fun. I'm definitely going to use this as an accent on something else. What else do we got in my glitter bucket? Now I just want to keep glittering. I kind of... might have only been 4 glitters? No, there's green. Okay. I want to do the cat in a gray, because usually I would do a black cat, but I just did the black couch, so that is too much. Maybe a cool gray 7? We'll see. Is this going to end up being too dark too? I don't know. We're gonna find out together. It's always so hard because it's gonna like lighten up also as it dries. I always want to say cools, but that's incorrect. The answer is dries. Sorry if we're not talking while we're focusing. Uh-oh. Trying to go over the lines less. I was doing my live and I was going over all the lines to the point where I was starting to like be embarrassed. I was like, do I even know how to color here? But I'm going to clean up the white. So yeah, I'll clean up the nose too. I don't have time for these details. Cool. And then I feel like I would have also wanted to do the bat in basically the same color. I could. Should I though? I might do the bat one cooler. Lighter. I never remember which grays I have. I think I have from cool gray 7 down to cool gray 3. Cool gray 3 is probably going to be too light, but we're going to go for it. I'm going to try to finish this whole picture without having to speed color. New goal. It's looking pretty good, like close time-wise, I should say. I also enjoy how the picture is coming out. That's what I'm loving about this book too. I feel like similar to the miniature series, it is easy to finish these pictures relatively quickly, but they're so, so, so cute. And I enjoy that. So let's do, where did my gold go? Kitty will get a gold collar. And this bat is apparently on a string, but now it's a gold string. Okay, so I need orange. For whatever reason, all of my oranges are dying, and that's annoying. But hopefully this will make it this long. I will do a mostly orange pumpkin. It's kind of pinker than orange, but here we are already. And then I think I'm going to bring in more green to match our background. So I probably will do a limier green instead of, this is a little darker than I was originally intending. So let's see what we got. It's actually kind of light, but I think this will work. I think Noodles just tricked him into taking her back outside. She kills me. I don't know what to do with her at night. She seems to be like annoyed with us at night and like wants more attention. But then if I go in and hang out with her, she leaves. So I'm like, girl, I don't know what you want. So she just cries. See, this is where I lose it because I'm bringing in, oh, I did it on this side too. I didn't even notice. That's funny. I did that same gold for that knot button. Anyway, this is where I lose myself because I'm like, if I had a whole couch full of pillows, they would not all be the same color. So maybe these shouldn't be all the same color. But then I'm like, but I'm going with like a whole motif. So what do we do? So the answer is I don't know. So we make mistakes is what we do. I'm gonna do a purple checkered, potentially. Cushion. There's two of them. I should be using the other side of my marker for less overplap, but that's not how we roll here in Button Town. We don't know caution. Oh my gosh, since Sam is outside, I have done so much Christmas shopping already. I just tonight ordered a bunch of his presents. Mostly stocking stuffers. I love stockings. This is actually all good chatter for my holiday videos. Okay. I'm going to do this blanket to match that pillow, I think. So I'm gonna do most of it in the green and then the stripes in orange. Hopefully that doesn't look foolish. I also think I'm stuck doing all of the tassels on these pillows in gold since I legitimately did it for both corner pillows. Okay. Has anyone been watching all of the baking shows on Food Network? I think I'm watching 4 this year. Halloween Baking, Halloween Wars, the Chocolate Showdown for Hershey Park Chocolate Showdown, and what's the 4th one? Outrageous Pumpkins. I love baking competition shows and especially seasonal ones. So I'm very happy to watch them, and then I will not be able to wait when all the Christmas ones start. So much excite. some dark green, so we're staying in our color families at least, I hope. Okie dokie. Cute. So our blue pillow is really the only out of the blue one. Out of the blue. But I also feel like I definitely would have been like, oh my gosh, a ghost pillow, and bought it even though it didn't match anything else. So it's on brand. Okay. Last pillow. I think also let's do our ghosty in silver eyeballs instead of gold because he is the standout. Last pillow, and I didn't do the inside. I guess I'll do the inside. This one in gold because he's not the standout. Yep, Miss Noodles is coming back again. We'll see how she does this time. I will definitely hang out with her after I finish filming. She's not neglected, believe you me. Maybe Sam will help us. Quick, Sam. What should I do this last pillow?
Gold.
I've done so much gold.
Yellow.
Go away, Sam. Thank you. This guy. This guy. All right, I'm going to, you know what? I will tie it in. So I'm going to do the background blue, and then I will do the words and do more gold. Because why not? So I'm going to kind of just go straight over everything because the gold paint will help me out here. So now we will have 2 blue pillows. And now we will take our gold and do all this. Trick. Or treat. Treats all day, baby. No tricks for me, please. I also really want to give him glitter teeth. What do we have for that? Anything really quick. Jelly roll, sparkle dust. We'll do a quick coat. Not the most perfect, but I think you can see it. I can see it in person. And maybe also his eyeballs. Yes. I think that's it. Wow, what do we think? I love it. Can you see all of the glitter? I think so. I think that looks super cool. I would sit on that couch. Maybe. I don't know. Are we pretending the couch is a lot? Like, if this was, like, the whole piece, I would sit on it. But I'm scared of it being alive. So maybe I wouldn't sit on that couch. I don't know. But here we go. So hopefully if you have this book, you will join me in doing this page. And you can tag me on Instagram, Danibuttons color. Ugh, I legitimately, every single month, forget my own name. So one moment, I will look it up so I don't say the wrong thing. Danibuttons colors. So singular button, plural colors. Danibuttons colors is my Instagram if you would like to tag me. And of course, it's always listed down below. Apparently, I am one away from 1,100 followers on there. I have 1,099. So interesting. Ooh, I didn't do his eyeballs. I'm going to give him tiny red eyeballs because that one is still out. Ooh, my goodness. Creepy, creepy. Perfect. Yes. So if you do this page, please tag me over there and let me know. I would love to see it, your interpretation. It would be so much fun. I'll have the book linked down below and hopefully like the palette and the markers. I have to do better at that. I actually have like a storefront that has all of my favorite things always linked, but I don't think it's in my description. So I'm dropping the ball on that. But hope you enjoyed. If you made it to the end, maybe you will drop a whole trick or treat down below in the comments. Like this video, comment anything you want to comment, and our secret phrase today, trick or treat. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and I'll be back again in 2 days with something different. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Bye, friends.